Hey, what's up, infantry gang? It's Bye here. I am so happy that after the museum building update, it is viable again to run 100% infantry marches on the field. Yay, infantry gang, we are back! Thank you for taking me back, by the way. So today's video, I will tell you guys what are the best 5 infantry marches setup right now that you can use on the field. Okay, so let's go right to here with the first march, which is Guan and Leo, Z2 commander, are made to be together here. Very strong on the field, very fast, like skill cast time. For the 22 commander together, Leo provides a little bit more tankiness for Guan there, especially Guan getting target quite often on the field. So Z2 commander work very well. Next one we got Alex and Hero, right? Very strong DPS. If the pair doesn't get target, very strong single DPS. If the enemy try to swarm down on the Alex and Hero, they gonna have to pay because Hero's skill for like get kick in when he getting swarm, he gonna be able to do AoE skill damage, and he also able to provide more counter attack damage, right? So a very punishing marches right here if the enemy try to swarm you down. Um, very good pair where I would use that in the last KvK and it worked very well for me. And very fast pair as well because both Alex and Hero have a march speed bonus, right? Very fast pair, can chase down the enemy. The next pair we have is going to be Charmmattel and Mermaid. Why? Because both of these commander gain crazy buff from the museum. Okay, Charmmattel getting like 25% more stat increase. I think Mermaid getting say 20 more percent health, and I think like 5 more percent skill damage. These two commanders will work very well together. More tanky, right? Because now like Mermaid gives more 20% more health, so Charmmattel is gonna be even more tanky now. Charmmattel is at 20% more attack from the museum buff. It can provide even more DPS now, right? The two pairs just go work very well together. Give it a try. If you have the museum buff activated for both of these commander, okay? And if you cannot get like both of these commander right away, and try to work slowly on them. Next one, we're going to have a Richer and airtel flat, right? Both of these commander also getting a pretty decent buff from the museum building. And the good thing about these two pair is that one thing is that these two commander work very well together because airtel flat can take advantages of Richer slow debuff. The other thing is that Richer museum buff gave him 10% more march speed bonus. Airtel flat museum buff also gave her 10 more percent march speed bonus. Combined together, you're going to get 20% march speed bonus here. And Joe Richer is no longer gonna be a slow ass tank on the field anymore. Now he's gonna be fast, okay? And with that little extra like stat increase from both of these commander, Z pair right here is gonna be very viable on the field. Even before the buff, Richer and Airtel Flat did a very good job for me whenever I use them, right? So now even better. Next one is going to have a Pekal and YSG. Okay, so like YSG doesn't give you like a crazy buff from the museum building, so I don't recommend you guys to get him to unlock him. Right, if you're like an infantry focused player, you can leave his museum buff until the very end. But one of the reasons why Pekal and YSG can work very well is that people most of the time they gonna try to ignore Pekal because they think, oh shit, this guy running Pekal and Hero, so net lot swim down on the Pekal here. And that is where you can just like dishing out a lot of skill damage, right? Because YSG is at 50% skill damage. Pekal can also deal skill damage here. So both of these commander can benefit like a very can take advantages from that 50% skill damage. And assuming that people are not going to target your Pekal most of the time on the field, Pekal and YSG just gonna be able to dishing out that AoE skill damage all the time. So give it a try as well. I think this pair can provide a very high amount of like AoE skill damage. Okay. So another pair that you can use, right? Let's say if you don't have Richer, right? You can use another one you can use is that you can use either Constantine with Airtel Flat, or you can use Constantine with Mulan, right? So go full support. Okay. You can go with full support here. That is another option for you. And possibly And if you don't have a YSG, maybe you can run like per cow with airtel flat instead. Well, is there some option for you to play around if you want to use airtel flat, right? So you can use either Constantine Mulan or Constantine airtel flat if you don't have a richer, right? So that is another option for you to consider. But ideally, I would say they would be my best 5 matches right now for infantry on the field. Guan Leo, Alex Hero, Charmmattel Mermaid, Richard, Airtel Flat, and Pukao YSE, guys. Right? If you can, give these 5 matches a try and let me know, right, how they can perform on the field, guys. Thanks for watching the video, guys.